My name's Lee Harvey and I'm lead teacher at Herm class Beaufort School. Well, we started off, we were talking about being good citizens and being part of a community. And it just so happened at the time we were also doing a little bit of baking and a little bit of cooking. So the children came up with an idea to raise money for the community doing a cookie sale. So once we decided, okay, we're going to raise money doing a cookie sale, what should we raise it for? And we were talking about, you know, Herm being part of a group of islands, you know, and what do we do in emergencies and things like that. Flying Christine obviously came up in the conversation, and they said, well, why can't we raise money for the Flying Christine? So that's what we decided to do. So £183.99. So, you know, 4 children doing all that, it's amazing. They were really excited. You know, they've been on about it this morning. I think this morning's kind of dragged on a little bit because they've been waiting. Is it 2 o'clock? Is it 2 o'clock? Yeah, so, you know, they really enjoyed it, as you can see.
Yeah, let's do that for the photo.
Jim Cathcart, Communications Officer for Ambulance and Rescue Guernsey. They really enjoyed it. They, I think one of them had been on the boat previously, but for the other 3 it was the first time, so great opportunity for them to go on board. We told them all about the boat, about what's special about it, about the fact that it provides a lifeline for not just for Herm but for the other islands of the bailiwick as well, and actually a few of them had a go at driving too. It's really important. We rely a lot on fundraising and donations. In fact, the boat 30 years ago was built with the help of public funds and donations, and it's been maintained ever since as a charitable asset. So it's paid for by, as I say, sponsorship, by donations, fundraising, and then the charges and subscriptions. And it doesn't matter whether those donations are big or small, it's all really important. It's gone through the first phase of a 2-phase refit, which is going to extend its life for another 10 years. So that's going to cost a lot of money. So obviously all the fundraising is really welcome. And for a small island and a small school of 4 children to raise almost £200 for us with a cookie sale was fantastic. So we're very grateful to them. So whenever the Flying Christine goes out, there will always be a medical crew on board. Today we had a paramedic and myself who were both on board, so a full emergency medical team. We had all our equipment with us on board. A lot of the equipment is stored on the boat, so it's ready to go, and then there are some things that we need to bring on the boat from the ambulance. And then we had our volunteer skipper and an engineer with us today as well, and these are all people who give up their own time to come and help us to crew the boat. But we were prepared today. If we needed to go on an emergency, we'd have got a call. We would have brought the passengers back either to Herm or Guernsey, whichever the quickest side, and then responded.
Peter Rutsch. I have a lot of family here, so I come here this time of year most years. I've always been interested in models. So I bought my first boat when I was 5 years old, believe it or not, in Woolworths in St Peterport. It always has been, right since the very first one. I've always been, you know, where's the Flying Christine, and just the whole family's always been interested in the Flying Christine, but perhaps me more than most. So I decided to build a 12 scale replica of it a few years ago, and finished it in 2017.
And is that the first one you built?
The first Flying Christine, not the first model.
You've made the second model. Was that to update it?
I'm making a second model now at the request of Sir John to reflect what the latest one will be when it's been modified. They're going to do some modifications to it, change of livery and things like that, and updating it because of it's showing its age, so it needs updating. I was asked if I would, they wanted to commission me, and I said no, you won't, I'll donate it. Very happy to do it, and to make it the incarnation it will be. It's still got a few modifications to do.